Welcome to Backstage Pass. I'm Joanna Lubis. Tonight's band is best described as schizophrenic. Please welcome Harlen Simple.
Alone on these empty streets, looking for someone to see. All I want is to be free, but these demons, they won't let me. Getting so dark with nowhere to go, I think I'll stay on this road. This is the time when my demons come around, gonna overcome and put them in the ground. This dirty water can't clean my soul, wash away the things that I only know. These images have got to go. Come and help me drive them out of my soul. People around me can't see what I see. Most of them can't understand me. Today my soul was torn in two, and I don't know what the heck to do. This dirty water can't clean my soul, wash away the things that I only know. These images have got to go. Come and help me drive them out of my soul. Today I stood face to face with my troubles in this place. I've won the battle but not the war. Now I pay more and more. This dirty water can't clean my soul, wash away the things that I only know. These images have got to go. Come and help me drive them out of my soul. Out of my soul. Out of my soul. I say things that I know you wanna hear, but it drives me crazy when you're not near. I lose my mind every time we disagree, but lately it seems that's all we can do. I tried and I failed, but I see you look at me. I hold and I squeeze just to keep my sanity. Well, it's hard at night just to think what we could be. I see your eyes and they pierce inside of me. I see the things that I really want things that could ruin me and you. Crosswords and paths, and I know you'll hear me too. We can't see face to face, and you don't hear me too. It's a game that's played between two even sides. But then we fight and use up all our might. I try to not fail, but I see you look at me. I hold and I squeeze just to keep my sanity. It's hard at night just to think what we could be. But I see your eyes and they pierce inside of me. The fence is busted, but I wanna mend it for you. Too late, so sad, what the hell do we do? The fence is busted, but I wanna mend it for you. Too late, so sad, what the hell do we do? I try to not fail, but I see you look at me. I hold and I squeeze just to keep my sanity. Well, it's hard at night just to think what we could be. But I see your eyes and they pierce inside of me. Let me walk up in your shoes. Let me do the things you do. What the hell you got room? Wanna see your point of view. I try so hard to get back. Figure this don't fly. But if I was just a little like you, think I could feel your shoes. If I was just a little like you, think I could feel your shoes. Radio now, well I took your spot. It might not work, but I'll give it a shot. I can't be right cause I'm always wrong. Every day is so damn long. But if I was just a little like you, I think I could feel your shoes. If I was just a little like you, think I could feel your shoes. try so hard to get back. Pray to God this don't fly. But if I was just a little like you, think I could fill your shoes. If I was just a little like you, think I could fill your shoes.
Half of young Americans can't locate economic powers like Japan and India. 20% can't even find the Pacific Ocean. Without geography, our children aren't ready for the world. Understanding connections between people and places is critical. So we created mywonderfulworld.org. Go there now for your free action kit. Help kids understand their world today so they can succeed in it tomorrow.
Welcome back. You were just watching a performance from Harlen Simple, and now it's time to find out about the guys in the band. Hi guys, thanks for coming on the show. It's very lively and everything. And Kenny, I'd like to have you describe the music. I introduced it as schizophrenic. I have to admit I stole it from you. So talk a little bit about that first.
I'll call it schizophrenic because we all have different influences. You know, reggae, blues, R&B, rock, and just meshed it all together. And that's, so everybody asks, what kind of music do you play? I said, schizophrenic, you know?
It's definitely, the mix certainly comes through in your music, which is great. Eric, Harlen Simple, what does Harlen Simple mean?
Actually, it's in the 40s and 50s, Langston Hughes wrote a column in the Chicago Defender, and it was about this guy, and he was from Harlem, and we got together and decided switch some stuff around, and that's where it came from, because we used to listen to Nat Turner on PFW. He used to do readings over like blues and jazz and stuff like that, and that's kind of how it came about. But we didn't want to be Harlem, being that two white guys and one black guy in the band. So we swapped the M with the N, and that's how it came about.
And that's where it came from.
Yeah.
Does that sort of influence your music in any sort of way? I mean, it's writing, but has that inspired?
Yeah, well, on the writing end of things, it's a big influence. I mean, it's like 4 or 5 books, read them about 12 times a piece. So like that's something. It's peppered in there. It's not like a heavy influence though.
Gotcha. Travis, I'd like to talk to you about your singing, because I find it very interesting. We were talking before, and I said, it seems like a lot of people just pick up a guitar and discover, I like to sing. How did you discover that you like to sing, since you're pretty much just a vocalist?
They pretty much heckled me. Kenny used to play in a band called Truth Hurts, and they did an open mic at a bar down in Manassas, where we're from, and I was sitting in the crowd one night trying to get completely hammered and inebriated so that I didn't remember the night. And they drugged me up on stage and made me sing, and ever since then, once I sang, they wouldn't let me get off stage. So.
Do you do it sober now?
Oh yeah, well I can. I don't, but I can.
Well, that's great. Since it's sort of a fluke that you sing, do you now that you sing full time, do you pull from people? Do you have influences?
I would say that everyone says I sound like Eddie Vedder with the voice and everything.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, I've listened to Pearl Jam a lot, it's one of my influences. Lately, it's been a lot of Government Mule. He turned me on to that. So, Warren Haynes from Allman Brothers, right?
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, I'd like to point out that Richie's actually a stand-in, a special guest, I should say, for today. I will say that your other drummer was sick, unfortunately, but we're happy to have you. And we're also happy to learn that you actually have quite an extensive background in music. So talk a little bit about what you've done.
Okay, I played with several local bands in the metropolitan area and traveled extensively around the world with different groups and what have you. I've been doing the music thing since I was 12 years old, so it's enjoyable to work with different artists and different groups. It's a real treat, a real pleasure. I appreciate you guys having me here today.
You're very welcome. I've always found it interesting, and you can talk a little bit about this, how a musician can just sort of step in with a band that they don't really I mean, they know them, they've seen them, but they don't play with them or haven't developed the songs with them. How do you do that? How would you explain that? It just comes to you?
Well, if you're really a real musician, all you have to do is look, listen, and pay attention. It's a little difficult when you work with groups that do all originals. Then you have to go over a few songs with them. But most groups do cover tunes and what have you, and it's very, very easy to play. I mean, I play with all different groups. Soul, reggae, blues, funk. I mean, I'm just a music lover. I've been doing this, like I said, since I was 12 years old. And, all genres of music is right up my alley.
Excellent. So you're a good match for the band, even though it's sort of
Try to
filling
be.
in.
We've had a couple run-ins with Ricky in the past. I mean, we'd see each other at open mic, or he'd play with somebody else. I mean, he's a hired gun because he's very good at what he does. And he'd be sitting in with friends of ours or something like that. So we've had our interactions in the past. It's like a last minute thing. We called him over like, hey man, we got to do a show. We got to do a TV show. It's like, can you do it? And he's like, yeah. It's like, let's go.
Awesome.
Don't you have a show tonight?
Yes.
Wow. So you're devoted.
I'm working with another group tonight and show tomorrow down in Richmond, Virginia.
Wow.
I'm constantly traveling all weekend long. I'm working with somebody.
That's terrific. That means
good.
you really have a love for the music.
Oh yeah, God is good.
Talk a little bit about your recordings. I know we were talking. You said you have 3, or well, you will have 3. Tell me a little bit about that. Kenny, you want to take that one?
Well, the last one that we put out came out called Free Watson, and I guess the first one was basically right after I came in the band. The
Rule number 1.
Rule number 1. I think it's just it's evolution, because I've known these guys for a long time, and like I said, I heckled them quite a bit. I was playing other bands because I knew I was gonna play bass with them eventually. But Free Watson is it's kind of like our junior high school level. Now we get ready to graduate
Gotcha.
from high school. The next one.
Excellent. You answered my next question. I was going to say, how has it evolved? But you answered that for me. It's good to know that you're moving up in the world rather than staying stagnant. Before we run out of time, I want to make sure that there's a way for people to contact you and learn more about Harlen Simple.
You know them all. Go for it.
All right. There's harlensimple.com, which Harlen Simple. We've got MySpace, which is myspace.com/HarlenSimple1, because I screwed up Harlen Simple, so had to change it. And then and from there, you can email us, IM us, do whatever. We're always goofing off. We're available. Somebody wants to talk music, we're game to do it.
Great.
HarlenSimple@AOL.com is the email.
Terrific. And Ricky, is there anything you'd like to give for people to get in touch?
Right at this point, all I have is business cards out, and
No problem.
I'm open.
I didn't know if you had a
for all
website or
suggestions
anything
and
like
ideas.
that.
You gotta know them to find them.
That's right.
Contact us.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming on the show. I
thank you
really
guys.
appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Pleasure.
No problem. We'll be back with more music from Harlen Simple.
My name's Lisa, and in 9 years I'll be an alcoholic.
Hi, Lisa.
I'll start drinking in 8th grade, and I'll do some things I don't really want to do. So by the time my parents talk to me about it, alcohol won't be my only problem.
Kids who drink before age 15 are 5 times more likely to have alcohol problems when they're adults. So start talking before they start drinking.
My parents won't believe it could happen to me.
Thought you were girl, couldn't be more wrong. Thought you would leave me alone. All on my own, not my baby anymore. I couldn't be more wrong. Couldn't let it be. Now the man is chasing me. I've got nowhere to go. Oh, 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 me, oh, oh. find the door. She didn't recognize my face with a fast song all from grass. Oh, 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 me, oh, oh. We're jumping through hoops just to get nowhere, just back to the starting line. Oh, 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 me, oh, oh. Lie to me, I want to believe. Well, tell me whatever you think will sound good to me. Well, tell me some half truth, I'll stay right next to you. Well, tell me whatever you think, I wanna hear. But don't you think and I don't know, but I found out long, long ago. Well, don't you try to sit there and play tough. But don't you think you're fooling anyone. I got a secret, well, it's just for you. You're not the only one who ain't been telling the truth. But don't look shocked, no, don't you act surprised. I can't believe I've been standing here, closing my eyes. But don't you think that I don't know? Well, I found out long, long ago. Well, don't you try to sit there and play tough. But don't you think you're fooling anyone. You think that I don't know what I found out long, long ago. Don't you try to sit there and play tough. to take my place. When it's at my fault, Lord, this I know. Well, it's half my fault. Oh, this I know. I've been gone for way too long to take care of my good home. Well, I started wondering when her body was burned.